Well, it is not a matter of nullifying the stove's heat. It is a matter of people who do not want to get smoke, especially in countries where they cook a lot of curries. They do not want to have that the smell. They do not want to have that smoke that's going all over the house. Most of the time, the partitioning of the kitchen and the hall or the dining hall or the living hall is of a separation or partitioning to show that it is of a different purpose. In architecture perspective, in this case also environmentology perspective, a house needs partitioning. The reason of partitioning is very straightforward, that you got to compartmentalize it. One is because of golden rule partitioning, because when a house has got no partitioning to fit the golden rule proportion, then the house is considered having negative forces. Of course, some of the people think that because of this smoke and smell that come from the kitchen, they have wet kitchen and they got dry kitchen, trying to separate. And this is more so happening in Malaysia and Singapore. While there is no such thing as wet kitchen or dry kitchen, a kitchen is a kitchen. In feng shui or environmentology perspective, the stove or the kitchen's purpose is to cook. As you cook, then therefore you create heat. As you create heat, as we know, hot air rises, cold air comes in and takes its place. The hot air will then go back from the window at the back of the house, and of course the fresh air will come through the front door or the window or the front door. And by so doing, you will then create natural ventilation. But when you partition to a point where the heat do not travel, or you have a wet kitchen which is totally outside the house and the dry kitchens within the house, then the cooking or the heat that produced absolutely has got nothing to do with the house. And by so doing, you also block off the natural ventilation. That's what the purpose of the house is meant for. So again, when we come back to the kitchen and the partitioning, we are talking about creating the energy or creating the heat that will then allow ventilation to take place. And for many, many, many years, we have, because of the smoke, we have got utensils, we have got equipment like sucking of the smoke in the kitchen, where they call it the smoke detector or the ventilation, suck it out. As you suck up the smoke, there will be new air, new fresh air coming into take the place. Of course, smell is something that you cannot totally eradicate. But personally, I think if the purpose of the kitchen is to create heat and allow ventilation, that should be promoted. Because without that, then there's no ventilation. The air in the house will be still. I used to say, well, with some smoke, with some heat, your pocket is full. Without smoke, without ventilation, your pocket is empty. You make a choice.